Captain Awesome and the New Kid, Book Number 3. Chapter 1. The Great Dark Star Escape. Run! Captain Awesome grabbed a frisbee and ran for his life. "We're not going to make it," Nacho Cheeseman shouted, an empty can of cheese in his hand. Roar! The howl of their enemy was directly behind the heroes and getting closer. The danger stopping dynamic duo has made the dangerous journey into Mr. Droll's Dark Star's battle stations to save their precious frisbee being held captive in Mr. Droll's drippy, drollest jaws. "What's that?" you say. You've never heard of Mr. Droll? He's the most slobberest monster from the Howling Pod neighborhoods. He waked up neighborhoods around the galaxy with his barking, his rolls of decorations, and his tastes of frisbees. "What's that?" you say again. Who are Captain Awesome and Nacho Cheeseman? Only two most awesomest heroes, not named Super Dudes. Super Dudes just happen to be the most awesome superhero in Agent's comic book collection. Agent McCurdy and his best friends, Charlie Thomas Johns, were not just ordinary students at Sunnyview Elementary. They also had super secret superhero identities. Agent was Captain Awesome and Charlie was Nacho Cheeseman. Along with Captain Awesome hamster sidekick Turbo, together they formed the Sunnyview Superhero Squad to protect the universe from bad guys, especially drooling space dogs. Captain Awesome and Nacho Cheeseman has landed the awesome rocket on Mr. Droll's dreaded Dark Star's glorious battle station shaped like a dog's head that flew around the universe barking at helpless planets. Boarding the Dark Star was start of the three-part mission to save Agent's favorite frisbee. The three parts were 1. Find the frisbee, 2. Rescue the frisbee, and 3. Do not get drooled on by Mr. Drools. Gross. Grrr, Mr. Drools growled, drool squirting from his shirt's teeth. Clenched teeth. Double yuck. "Let's go," shouted Captain Awesome, using his super speed's power to run through the long hallway of the Dark Stars and nearly stepped on something lumpy. The scary thought jumped into Captain Awesome's head. "Oh no, we're right in the middle of the Doggy Doo-Doo minefield," he shouted out to Nacho Cheeseman. Eek! The Doggy Doo-Doo minefield was a scary and itchy thought. Mr. Drood's Dark Star was filled of traps. Very smelly traps. "I'll stop the monster," shouted Nacho Cheeseman. He grabbed a new can of power cheese from his cheese bag so he could aim it at Mr. Droll's. Psst! Cheese blasted Nacho Cheeseman right in the face. "Ah!" he cried out. "I'm cheesed!" Nacho Cheeseman has forgotten the first rule of the power of canned cheese. Point the can away from you. It's yummy though. But it was not the time for snacks, no matter how yummy. Mr. Droll was waiting slobber rage for the frisbee. There were only one thing Captain Awesome could do. Whiz! Captain Awesome threw the frisbee to Nacho Cheeseman. Unfortunately, Nacho Cheeseman's face was still covered in gooey cheese. The frisbee sailed over his head, and Mr. Jules took off after it. "Frisbee!" cried out Captain Awesome. "I'm on it!" Nacho Cheeseman had his own planet beat. No squeaky dinky scuzo. He pulled the doggy toy from his cheese bags and says the words that not inhabitant of the howling paws nibbles could ever resist. "Fetch the sneaky dinky schizo work." Mr. Jules took off after it. "Good thinking, Nacho Cheeseman," Captain Awesome exclaimed. He was relieved. "I learned from the best," Nacho Cheeseman says, looking at his Super Dude's watch. Super Dudes has faced a similar stations in the Super Dudes number 48 with the kitty litters. That the cat that litters Super Dude has defeated her by using a giant bowl of string. While Mr. Jules troubled his evil spirit on poor sneaky dinky Captain Awesome grabbed the frisbee and ran to the Nacho Cheeseman toward the Dark Star Alarm. "Meaty!" Captain Awesome cried out and hopped onto his meaty model rocket bikes and blasted away from the Dark Stars. Nacho Cheeseman followed on his own rocket bike, the Cheesy Rider. "Cheesy you!" he cried as he took off. But fast on their trail was Mr. Jules, barking and rolling and chased after the boys. "Time for the boomway." They turned their rocket bikes onto the boomway, the outer space bike path. Captain Awesome pushed the slur drive button on his handlebars and launched the meaty models and the cheesy rider into the vastness of space. They were sure to lose Mr. Jules in the King Crab Nebula just past the Luxor Road belt. Chapter 2. The neighbors are alien spies. Egan and Charlie pedaled their bike around the block. Most kids would just call it bike riding, but to the member of the Sunnyview Superhero Squad, they were on patrol. Evil could lurk anywhere and around any corner, even in the mailbox. If it was small evil, that is. The boys turned the corner and Egan slammed on his brake. Unfortunately, he stopped too soon, flipped over the handlebars, and landed in the big pile of leaves. "Yeah! What is it, Egan?" Charlie says. "Leaf," Egan says, holding up the maple leaf and the moving van. Egan pointed down the street to the end of the cul-de-sac. The moving van was parked in front of the red brick house. "Maybe they have kids our age," Charlie says. "Yeah, maybe," Egan started. "Or maybe it was a house full of aliens or spies, or alien spies," the two boys shouted out in unison. Scanning danger, they jumped into the bush and hid. "Ouch! Prickles!" Egan and Charlie jumped back out and hid behind the pile of leaves Egan has crushed into. "Do you think they're from the galaxy far, far away?" Charlie asked. Aren't all aliens from far away?" Egan replied. "What do you think they want?" Egan knew exactly what they wanted. "Our Super Dudes comic book. That's what. Let's a closer look, he whispered. Do you think of they have 2 or 4 antennas sticking out of their head? Charlie was filled with fears and excitement. Antennas sticking out of aliens' heads would do that to a person. Eugene stuck up the ramp and peeked into the moving van. What's inside? Charlie whispered. Dangers? Furnitures. Aliens buy furnitures? Only if aliens buy ride bike. Agent whispered back. Look like a human bike to me, Charlie says, joining agents in the van. Everything seems so normal. Maybe the aliens are trying to trick the superhero squad by pretending to be good guy who come in peace, Agent thought. That's a really nice bike, isn't it? The mystery voice asked. An alien spy stood in the doorway, blocking their escape. Agent and Charlie were cut off. We're trapped. I fell for the oldest trick in the book. Alien spies pretending to be friendly new neighbors who distract me with cool bike, thought Agent. They don't come in peace, Charlie, Agent called out. They're here to tear us in pieces. This alien spy would be no match for Captain Awesome and Nacho Cheeseman. Chapter 3. It's New Kids Monday. Class, we have a surprise today, Miss Battersea says. It was Monday, which meant Charlie and Agent were back at school. Their superhero uniform secretly stuffed into their backpacks. Agent's eyes lit up with when his teacher said surprise. What could it be? Pizza Friday is moving to Mondays? We're being sent home early? Miss Battlestick continued. Class, say hello to your new classmate, Sally Williams. Everyone was quiet. Even Turbo stopped spinning on his squeaky exercise wheel. The kids stretched their necks like human giraffe to see nothing. No one was looking in the doorway. Wow, look, Sally Invisibles, Charlie cried out. No, not quite, Miss Battlesea says. Sally, would you like to come in and say hello to the class? Sally Williams slowly shuffled into the class, looking down at her shoes. Agent looked down at Sally's shoes too. Perhaps some villains, like an incredible Voltruns, had stuck them together. Nope, but her high-top sneakers were so cold that Agent figured she wanted to look at them as often as she could. Besides, except for the ponytail, the rest of her head was dressed just like Agent's and Charlie. A pair of jeans, blue of course, and the t-shirts. She looked very different from Meredith Mooney. If the color pink ever had a child and sent her to school, she looked just like Meredith. Pink dress, pink socks, pink shoes, and so many pink ribbons stuck into her hair that it looked like pink smatters had crushed into it. Class, let's all say the warm Sunnyview hi to Sally, Miss Battersea says. How, Sally? The class repeated together. Hi, Sally replied, and still staring at her shoes like she was trying to melt them in with heat visions. Nice shoes, Meredith Mooney says, for a boy. Is your name Sally Williams or William Sally? That shirt look like something my brother would wear. Actually, even he dresses better than that. And everything know that boys have cookies. Some of the class giggled. Hearing the giggles made Meredith continued. That's make you the cootie queen. The class roared with laughter, except for Agent and Charlie. Each knew what it was like to be the new kids, and Charlie was too busy counting the can of stray trees. Meredith Mooney, Miss Battlesea snapped. Sally's face turned as red as a pickled beet in the cafeteria. She ran past Meredith's desk to an empty seat in the back of the classroom. Agents did what heroes do when they see or hear something wrong. He spoke up. "Hey, be quiet. Mine, Meredith," Charlie says. "Everyone knows that the only people with cooties are girls who wear the birthday colors pink and pink like the color of birth." The tide shifted and the class started to laugh at Meredith and chant, "Pink is birth. Birth is pink. Pink is birth that make you stink." "Meaty," Agent thought. Victory was his. There was no way Meredith could have come back for pink birth. Meredith stuck out her tongue at Agent. "The old tongue stick out? Is that the best she could do?" Agent proudly thought. "Thank you," Sally whispered so quietly Agent thought his ears had been stolen. Agent whispered, "You're welcome," but Sally was already drooling into her notebook. Agent sat in his chair, surveyed at his pink birthday defeat of Meredith, and then wiggled his arms, twitched his eyes, squirmed his butt. "Wait, oh no, gross!" Agent felt something crawled up his arm. He had cooties. It was all part of Meredith's evil cooties plan. For the literally, Meredith Mooney was much more than an annoying little girl who were too much pink. She was really Captain Awesome's enemy, little Miss Stinky Pinky. Even Charlie was scratching the top of his head. He had cooties too. "I say nah to you, evildoers," Agent thought. "Your evil, itchy plan of cooties itchiness will never ever excuse on this day. Little Miss Stinky Pinky, Captain Awesome and Nacho Cheeseman will fight your cooties before they itch again." Captain quickly stretched his left arm.